Today we're going to play a new fun game.
The rules are simple. I'll show you 4 pictures of the same shot taken with 4 different camera phones. You pick your favorite, I reveal the results, and then I share my thoughts. Ready? While all 4 of these phones captured a great shot of the bean at Millennium Park, my favorite out of the bunch was taken by the S8. Its overall clarity won me over. When cropped to 100%, the OnePlus 3T and OnePlus 5 had softening in the background, but even more so on the OnePlus 5. The U11 was right on par with the S8. Both of these shots were really my top choices in this set and overall came down to personal preference, which is something you'll be hearing a lot with most of these results. In this second shot, the U11 ended up having the softest picture, most evidenced by cropping to 100%. The OnePlus 3T ended somewhere in the middle, but still able to hang with its newer counterparts. The S8 and OnePlus 5 were my favorites. Both offer an overall well-balanced shot. But if I had to pick one, again I'd go with the S8. Its slightly richer color palette, deeper blues, a more detailed building, and a not so washed out sky finalized my decision. This third set of shots was really difficult to pick apart. All of these from afar look great. What's happening here, if you haven't noticed already, is I'm having to crop in and nitpick these pictures to really find out what separates each shot from another. At 100%, you'll notice that the OnePlus 3T is the softest of the 4, and the OnePlus 5 and Galaxy S8 really sharpen their shots post-processing. That leaves the U11 with a more natural shot. And when it comes to a heavily detailed architectural shot like this, those details are better left unsharpened. The U11 is my favorite here. Picking my favorite was again pretty difficult for this 4th set of shots. All really good from afar, but decided on the minute details at crop. I do want you to pay attention to the trees on the OnePlus 5 though. When we view it 100% crop, this is what happens when pictures get too over-sharpened during post-processing. In fact, let me show you a bigger version of this. It's almost ridiculous how over-sharpened this part of the picture is. And while the S8 shows a tad of sharpening, it's nowhere near the OnePlus 5's. The U11 and OnePlus 3T are the most natural looking here at crop, my favorites in this set. If I had to pick one, I'd pick the U11 for what looks to have a hair more clarity, but that might be personal preference at this point. The OnePlus 3T is the most washed out of this set. The OnePlus 5 again over-sharpens here way too much, leaving the U11 and S8 to be my favorites. My pick here would go to the S8 for its brighter shot, but either one makes for a great photo. And while I'm on the subject of using people as focal points, I decided to use the portrait mode that my OnePlus 5 now offers, just like the iPhone 7 Plus. The OnePlus 5 was able to let me shoot in this mode at this distance, but you can clearly see that its blurring effect was off in a few spots, making the shot essentially a do-over. But even at this do-over, I still came out with similar results. Now, the iPhone 7 Plus wouldn't let me shoot from this far. It kept telling me to move closer in, but rightfully so, because the result came out fantastic. Even the blurring effect in the back isn't overdone like on the OnePlus 5. To make this fair, I decided to make one more shot at the same distance. Still, similar results. The iPhone 7 Plus has pretty much got this down pat. Hopefully, a software update can tend to some of these shortcomings. When it comes to these phones and its results, a lot of these need more thorough examination than just a naked eye to really pick apart, since they all do a pretty decent job. That's why I wanted to make a video without saying which phone took which picture, so I can give you, the viewer, a more unbiased approach at what looks best without labeling it beforehand. That being said, I know the OnePlus 5 is the newcomer on the block, and I'm really banking on OnePlus to update their software to fix a few of these issues for post-processing in auto mode. I get that the OnePlus 5 has full manual control, but for most of us, we just want our phones to open the camera app, snap a picture, and move on with our day. Like they say, set it and forget it!
Smell this. Isn't that wonderful?